Hi, we're just here to talk about the play that Stan and Scott did for the conference. It were a really thought-provoking play. Can you just tell us a bit about what it was about, Stan?
Yeah, it's about being stuck in that cycle of you've just been arrested for shoplifting and crimes, you know what I mean? And then the first thing you do is when you get out of the cells is you're rattling from your drug addiction, so you've got to go out, you've got to feed your drug habit. And the first thing you have to do, because you've got no money, or the first thing you believe you've got to do is to go shoplifting or commit a crime. And it's that cycle of you going out committing a crime, then you're going scoring your drugs, then you're going back to wherever you're living, even if it's on the streets, you're going back to wherever you are, you're using, then you're getting up the next morning, you're doing the exact same thing again, you're going out, you're doing your shoplifting. This continues day in, day out, day in, day out, for years sometimes. And it's just showing what it's like, and you're just repeating the same process over and over and over again. And it's just the monotony of it, and you just find when you're in that situation, you don't seem to be able to find a way out.
Scott, the film, how did it make you feel while you was doing that film? Was it quite personal?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it takes you back to your real dark points in your life. I mean, me and Stan, we both know what it was like when we were in that dark place, and I don't ever want to go back there again, but it was actually surreal doing it all again, and, you know, it just seemed real because we were both in it for a long time, but yeah, well, it was actually quite difficult at stages sometimes, to be honest.
Stan, a lot of the play was about the monotony and how things just keep going like that. Did it bring up a lot of feelings in you when you was filming it the first time?
The first time I did it, the feelings it brought up was I actually did it for 15 minutes of the longest, and it sucked the life out of me just doing it for 15 minutes. So I can't really imagine what it was. I can't really remember how painful it was for me to be doing it day in and day out for years and years and years, because that 15 minutes just drained the life out of me, and I was doing it for 15, 20 years.
There was a part on the film where you have a picture, Stan, and you're looking at pictures of your children, but you've lost, obviously, in the play. I think that really gets how, you know, people can be criminals and all this, but it's showing the human side to it. Is that what you was trying to portray in the film?
Yeah, because before I got involved in that lifestyle, I had a family life, I had a home, I had a fantastic job, I was living a normal life. Something went wrong in my life, and within a few years, I'd lost the life I was living. I'd lost my children, but the thought of my children, I love my children so much. The thought of my children every day fueled my using, because I felt I was lost and I wanted to see them, but I couldn't see them because of the way I was, and it just hurt, and that pain kept me using and kept me doing what I was doing to take away the pain.
Thank you, you two. Have you got anything else you'd like to say about the play?
Do you know, me and Stan, we left when we did this. We wanted people to realise that you know, when you're walking in the street normally and you're getting on with your own life, how many people do you think you see that were like me and Stan there, and you don't pay any attention? Not, you know, through anybody's fault, but you don't realise that actually people don't do this because they're bad people. They're doing it because they're in a bad place, they're in pain, and they can't deal with everything that's going on around them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad people either. They just do some bad things when they're ill.
A lot of people just perceive drug users as they're just using drugs, but they do not know the amount of work and the amount of stress and the amount of pain that they put themselves through every single day just to get those drugs, just so for a few moments they feel normal.
Take it all away.
Just to feel normal, just for them few moments.
Thank you, you two. Brilliant.